Transfers Liv. Man United want Mount. Bowen to Liverpool. Transfer news, Liv. We are just days away from the transfer window opening, and clubs are wasting no time lining up summer deals. Manchester United look to have missed out on Frenkie de Jong, but are now reportedly turning their attentions to Mason Mount and would be an audacious swoop. Chelsea, meanwhile, are free to sign players once again and could take advantage of Barcelona's interest in Marcos Alonso and Cesar Azpilicueta by snapping up Sergiño Dest. Arsenal are also yet to make a move, but Youri Tielemans remains of interest as the Leicester player enters the final year of his Leicester contract, while Tottenham, who announced the arrival of Ivan Perisic, are now working on further deals with Alessandro Bastoni and Jed Spence targets. Sponsored West Ham are closing in on a deal to sign Rennes defender Naya Fagard. Follow all of the latest transfer news live below with Standard Sport. The arrival of Ivan Perisic should kickstart a pivotal summer at Tottenham, but the most important signing the club could make this off-season is still Harry Kane. Unlike this time last year, there is no talk of Kane leaving Spurs, a reflection of their impressive progress under Antonio Conte and a new sense of ambition at the club, as well as a lack of obvious suitors. Kane is entering the final 2 years of his contract, but, as reported by Standard Sport last week, is understood to be open to discussions over a new deal, provided Conte is backed and Spurs appear in a position to win the trophies he craves. Read more. Tottenham must make Harry Kane an offer he can't refuse amid Sadio Mane and Liverpool warning fantastic news for Rangers. West Ham's Jarrod Bowen is on a list of possible targets for Liverpool, The Athletic reports. With Sadio Mane likely to leave this summer, England's latest call-up is of interest on Merseyside. It is deeply unlikely that West Ham would even entertain talks. Read more on Paul Pogba's departure here. Paul Pogba has officially left Manchester United on a free transfer for a second time. An interesting update from Gazzetta dello Sport as Romelu Lukaku has reportedly agreed personal terms on a move back to the club. Chelsea are keen to offload the striker this summer, and the player is likewise inclined, but it is up to the two clubs to sort out a deal between them. As reported earlier, Chelsea will be unwilling to make a huge loss on the player, but a loan to buy could be an option if Inter cannot afford a big fee this summer. Manchester United remain locked in talks with Barcelona over a move for Frenkie de Jong, but the player is not convinced, reports Fabrizio Romano. The lack of Champions League football on offer at Old Trafford is a real sticking point, but Erik ten Hag is pushing United not to give up. The proposed fee is euros 85 million, £72 million. William Saliba has no desire to return to Arsenal as 4 clubs line up for his signature, according to reports in France. The defender is 3 years into his contract with the Gunners but has never played a competitive game, being sent out on a string of loan spells. Saliba was recently named Ligue 1's Young Player of the Year after a fine spell with Marseille, and now get French Football News report that Atletico Madrid, Leicester City, Napoli, and Newcastle United have all made inquiries. Newcastle United are lining up a move to sign Isco on a free transfer, according to reports. Isco has left Madrid following the expiry of his contract after nearly a decade at the club, making 353 appearances and boasting 53 goals and 56 assists. Spanish outlet Fichajes reports that Newcastle are sniffing a bargain, along with La Liga sides Real Betis and Sevilla. Conor Gallagher insists he is fully focused on England's upcoming Nations League games and not his Chelsea future. Gallagher spent last season on loan at Crystal Palace and excelled for the Eagles to the extent that he was also handed his senior England debut. Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish has confirmed the club would love to keep the midfielder, most likely on loan for another season, and Gallagher is due to have talks with Chelsea over his future. "I have not really had time to think about it, to be honest," Gallagher told BBC Radio 5 Live when asked about his future. "The long season at Palace has only just finished really, and then I have come here with England. That's all I am thinking about, the next 4 games here. I want to do well. I have not really thought about it."